whenever we went out to eat. She'd order the most expensive thing on the menu, get appetizers, dessert, sometimes even multiple drinks, and then when the bill came, she'd go, "Let's just split it evenly," every single time. The rest of us would order like a basic pasta or sandwich, maybe share some fries, and we'd end up paying for her lobster tail or whatever fancy thing she decided she needed that night. We all complained about it behind her back, but nobody ever said anything to her face because we didn't want drama in the group. Last weekend, we went to this nice Italian place downtown for my birthday dinner. There were 6 of us total. I specifically picked somewhere that had good food but wasn't crazy expensive because I knew not everyone had tons of money to throw around right now. Everyone ordered pretty reasonably. I got chicken parmigiana for like 18 bucks. My friend Casey got spaghetti and meatballs. Tyler got a pizza to share with his girlfriend. Normal stuff that college kids order when they're trying to have a nice time without going broke. But Jenna, this girl ordered the seafood platter that was $45, got 2 appetizers for the table that nobody asked for, ordered 3 different cocktails throughout the night, and finished it off with some fancy tiramisu that cost 12 bucks. I watched her racking up this massive bill, and I could already see where this was heading. When the server brought the check, Jenna immediately grabbed it and started doing her fake concerned math face. Okay, so with tip this comes to about $320, so that's like $53 each, which honestly isn't too bad for a nice place like this. I looked around the table and everyone was just staring at their phones or suddenly very interested in their water glasses. Nobody wanted to be the one to call her out, even though I could tell they were all thinking the same thing I was. That's when I decided I was done enabling this behavior. I pulled out my phone and opened the calculator app right there at the table. Actually, I'm just gonna pay for what I ordered, plus my share of tax and tip. I started adding up my stuff out loud. So my chicken parm was 18, I had 1 Coke, which was $3.50, and my portion of tax and tip comes to about $26 total. The whole table went dead silent. Jenna's face turned bright red and she started stuttering. But we always split everything evenly. That's how we do it in our group. I pulled out $30 cash and put it on the table. Well, I'm changing how I do it. This covers my food and I'm being generous with the tip. I grabbed my purse and stood up. Thanks for dinner, everyone. Happy birthday to me, I guess. As I was walking out, I could hear Jenna frantically trying to recalculate the bill for everyone else. Apparently, my $26 suddenly became everyone else's problem when they realized they'd have to cover her expensive taste. Tyler texted me later that night saying they ended up sitting there for like 20 minutes trying to figure out who owed what, and Jenna finally had to call her dad to send her money through Venmo because she literally didn't have enough to cover her own food. The best part? She tried to make me look like the bad guy in our group chat the next day, posting about how some people value money more than friendship and how hurt she was that I embarrassed her in public. But everyone just left her on red because they were all secretly relieved that someone finally called out her nonsense. You refuse to split